I didn't explicitly state my punch as non-alcoholic. So I'm 25 and work at this accounting firm. Last month, my boss threw this huge party at his house because we survived tax season without anyone having a complete breakdown. He invited everyone from the office plus spouses, so like 35 people total. We decided to do potluck because feeding that many people would cost a fortune. I volunteered to bring this punch I always make. It's super simple. Just ginger ale, Sprite, orange juice, and some frozen concentrate mixed together. I've brought it to like 3 other work events, and people always drink the whole bowl. Here's the thing though. I never put alcohol in it. I have coworkers who don't drink, and I figured if someone wanted booze, they could just add their own from my boss's liquor table he set up. The party was going great. People were eating, talking, the usual office party stuff. My boss had beer and wine out, so people were drinking if they wanted to. Then I noticed Sandy, this woman who works in our department, getting really loud, like louder than normal, and Sandy's already pretty loud on a regular day. She was stumbling around, hanging all over people, making a huge scene. I honestly just thought she brought her own drinks or was hitting the wine hard. Didn't think anything of it. Then suddenly, she literally falls off her chair, just tips right over. Everyone stops talking and stares. She's laughing super loud and yelling about how drunk she is. Then she looks directly at me across the room and goes, "Hey, what did you put in that punch?" I was confused. I said, "Just ginger ale, Sprite, orange juice, and concentrate." Why? She gets this big dramatic look on her face and slurs, "No, what alcohol did you put in it?" Because I've been drinking it all night, and I am wasted. The whole room went dead silent. I could feel everyone staring at us. I said, "I didn't put any alcohol in it. Maybe someone else added some." Nobody said anything. Then Kevin from payroll, who doesn't drink at all because of his medication, spoke up and said, "I've been drinking the punch all night too. I'm completely sober. There's definitely no alcohol in it." Sandy's face went completely white. She just stared at me, then at Kevin, then at the punch bowl. Everyone was standing there in the most awkward silence I've ever experienced. I could see our boss and his wife exchanging these uncomfortable looks. Sandy didn't say a word. She just got up and walked straight to the bathroom. She stayed in there for like 15 minutes. When she came out, she grabbed her purse and left without saying goodbye to anyone. Later that night, I got this absolutely furious text from her. She said I humiliated her on purpose, that I made her look like a complete idiot in front of our bosses and everyone we work with, that I should have just kept my mouth shut and let her think the punch was alcoholic instead of embarrassing her. I was so confused. Like she literally asked me what was in it in front of everyone. Was I supposed to lie? Make up fake alcohol ingredients? Since then, she's been completely hostile at work. She won't talk to me at all. If I say good morning, she ignores Storie too. My girlfriend texted, "I'm using our vacation fund to bail my ex out of jail." "You understand?" I replied, "Family first." Then I drained my half of the account and booked a one-way ticket to Japan. Her panicked voicemail when she realized she only had enough to pay the bail bondsman's fee. I, 32 male, work as a data analyst. My life is about spreadsheets, predictable outcomes, and risk mitigation. My girlfriend Mara, 29, was not. She was impulsive, passionate, and I thought balanced my quiet life. We'd been together 3 years, living in my condo. I own it for the last 2. We were saving up. We had this joint savings account. We called it the vacation fund. The plan was to hit $15,000 and then decide on a major trip. I was methodical, auto-depositing $400 every month. She contributed when she could. After about a year and a half, we had $1,400 in there. My contribution history showed I'd put in $7,200. Hers was $7,000. Close enough. The backdrop to our entire relationship was Reese, 30, her ex, the one that got away, except he never went anywhere. He was always in some jam, and she was always defending him. He's just misunderstood, Leo. He has a good heart. He's just unlucky. He's like family. You don't turn your back on family. I hated it. I told her as much. She'd get defensive, accused me of being controlling, and I'd back down because I loved her. And I'm not a fighter. I'm a planner. Yesterday, Tuesday, at 11:04 a.m., my phone buzzed. I was deep in a query optimizing a database. I glanced at the screen. It was Mara. "Mara, hey, absolute emergency. Ray's got into some trouble. He's in jail. Bail is set. I'm using our vacation fund to bail him out. It's an emergency. You understand? I read it once, then twice, then a third time. It wasn't a question. It was a statement, a declaration. I'm using our money, not our money. Our money, my $7,200, her $7,000, all of it for him. You understand? A cold, quiet click sounded in my head. It was the sound of a switch being thrown. All the times I'd backed down, all the misunderstandings, all the ignored red flags, they didn't just line up. They formed a perfectly straight, undeniable line. She was telling me, not asking, that my savings, my half of 2 years of diligent planning, was being sacrificed for the human train wreck she refused to unhitch herself from. I stared at the blinking cursor on my monitor. I looked back at her text. I typed back 2 words. Me, family first. She replied almost instantly. Mara, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're the best. I knew you'd get it. He's like a brother to me. You're a lifesaver. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I didn't reply to that. Instead, I minimized my work. I opened a new browser tab and logged into our joint savings account. Balance $40,200. I clicked transfer. I transferred exactly $7,200 from the joint savings to my personal checking account. I left her $7,000 in there, her half. Then I opened another tab, an airline website. I'd always wanted to go to Japan. Mara thought it was too far, and the food is weird. I found a one-way flight, premium economy, leaving this Friday. I had over 4 weeks of PTO saved up. I entered my credit card details and clicked purchase. I composed an email to my boss. Hi Mark, a sudden and pressing family emergency has come up. I need to take my acred PTO 4.5 weeks starting this Friday. Date. I will have my work laptop and can be available for critical issues remotely, but I will be in a different time zone. I'll get all my current projects to a stable handoff point by EOD Thursday. Apologies for the short notice. I sent it. My boss replied in minutes. No problem, Leo. Hope everything is okay. Keep us posted. I put my phone on silent. I went back to my spreadsheet. I felt nothing. No anger, no sadness, just quiet. The quiet of a decision made. Around 3:30 p.m., my phone silent started vibrating so hard on the desk, it sounded like a trapped wasp. It vibrated, stopped, over and over. I ignored it. At 4 p.m., a voicemail notification popped up. I put in my headphones, clicked play. It wasn't Mara's normal voice. It was a screech. Leo, what did you do? I'm at the bail bondsman. I'm here. I told them I had the money. They said the bail is $100,000. The bondsman's fee is 10%. It's $10,000. I told them. Fine, I have the vacation fund. A shaky, high-pitched breath. I went to the ATM to pull the cash and the card. The card. Leo, there's only $7,000 in the account. Where is the rest of it? What did you do? I'm $3,000 short. They won't take it. Reese's. He's stuck in there. His mother is crying. What is wrong with you? You said you understood. You said family first. Call me back. Call me back now. You did this on purpose. The call ended. I listened to it again. You said family first? I did. And I'm my own family now. I went back to my query. My flight leaves in 3 days. I have a lot to pack. Update 1. Hey Reddit. Wow. Thanks for all the messages. This blew up way more than I expected. I'm not sure I can reply to everyone, but I read them. A lot of you called it the entitlement. I had no idea. I'm in Japan. I'm writing this from a small hotel room. The last 72 hours before I left were hectic. So, after Mara's voicemail, the calls didn't stop. I think she called 25 times in a row, then switched to texting. A wall of green bubbles. You stole from me. This is theft. Leo, I'm calling the cops. Rissa's mom had to pawn her wedding ring to cover the last $3,000. Her ring. Are you happy? I'm coming over. We are talking about this. You better be there. I knew she would. Mara doesn't do no. She just does louder. I live in a condo, and the last thing I wanted was a scene in the hallway. I left work, went straight to my unit. First call, a locksmith. Hi, I need an emergency rekey. My ex-partner has a key, and I'm concerned about my property. No problem, sir. Be there in 45 minutes. It'll be $220 for the rush job. Perfect. The locksmith was done by 6 miles p.m. By 6:15 p.m., Mara was there. I heard the key scrape in the lock. Then scrape, 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 then pounding. Boom, boom, boom. Leo, I know you're in there. Open this damn door! You're a thief. You're a coward. I sat on my sofa packing a suitcase. I just didn't answer. This went on for 10 minutes. Then it got quiet. My phone rang. Her sister Talia. I ignored it. Her mom Karen ignored it. Then about 30 minutes later, another knock. This one was different. Firm. Official. I looked through the peephole. 2 police officers. Crap, she actually did it. I opened the door. Officers, can I help you? Mara was standing behind them, arms crossed, face blotchy with tears and rage. He locked me out and he stole $7,200 from me. The older officer sighed. It was the I hate these calls sigh. Sir, we